Hi everyone. Amy and Kirsty have asked some of us who've been on the Head, Heart and Home course to think of the one thing that's made the most difference to us out of everything on the course. And I found that really hard because actually there've been loads and loads of things that have all made a difference. But when I thought a bit harder, I thought underneath it all, there's one thing that makes all the difference and underpins everything else. And that's grace. It's the grace that Kirsty and Amy have established in the group. It's how they treat everyone, and it's how everyone in the group treats everyone else because of the ethos they've created. There's never any shame. There's never any guilt. If you have a success, even if it's a really small success, everyone will celebrate it with you. If you have a partial success, but not quite everything you aim to do, then that will be celebrated too. If you say you're going to do something and then you completely don't do it at all, there's still no shame and no guilt. There's understanding, there's compassion, there's encouragement to try again or maybe try something different. If someone has a good idea, everyone welcomes it and encourages it. Even if there are some people in the group for whom that idea doesn't apply or wouldn't work in their circumstances, everybody's still really encouraging. The online course is 6 weeks for the live sessions, but there's no expectation to get your whole house sorted out in those 6 weeks. Everyone gets to take as long as we need to take, and for some of us that's a lot longer than others. There's never any one right way that everybody is supposed to do things either. There are some principles that underlie the decluttering journey, and those principles will lead us to freedom from clutter and freedom from chaos and freedom from shame and freedom to invite people over to our houses without having a panic tidy up first. But every time those general principles are presented, it's always in an atmosphere where there's freedom to adjust and adapt them to our own particular circumstances. Before I found the art of decluttering, I could never have imagined that I would post pictures of my clutter online. Then I found the Facebook community group, and on there I was able to post some before and after pictures of some carefully chosen bits of my house that I felt able to share. But in the Head, Heart and Home course, there's such a place of acceptance and belonging that I can post the before pictures before I've dealt with the area, and then it's really motivating to get the area finished so I can post the after pictures. Before I found the art of decluttering, I'd been wrestling with my house for 10 years with very little progress. I have 2.5 houses worth of stuff and one teenager who's gradually beginning to recover from compulsive hoarding disorder as a result of PTSD, and another teenager on the autistic spectrum. So dealing with my house is a long journey and I still have a long way to go. But in the 11 months since I joined the course, things have changed. There are some bits of my house that have got decluttered and stayed decluttered. And there are other bits of my house which haven't been dealt with yet, but the trajectory has changed. I'm not stuck anymore. I know I'm moving forwards, and if I stick with it, I'm going to arrive at a really lovely home. And that's down to Amy and Kirsty, the course, the group, and the grace that I've found there. Thanks.